to you.
I did try to call you first, but you weren't answering your telephone.
I didn't really feel like talking.
May I come in?
You're here.
What is that?
Glad you asked. This is Jason's box of baby Marys. Look, we have Carly with Michael and Morgan, Robin with Michael, Jason with Michael. Can you guess who's missing in here?
Sam, I know what you're doing. Sam, I know that things are difficult with you and Jason.
Yes, we've been avoiding some issues, but you know what? They're out in the open now. So why did you want to see me?
Well, I really hate to add to the pile that is already on your plate, but I honestly think that you need to know this. Your friend, Amelia Jaffe, is in fact not your friend at all. She is actually quite the opposite.
What do you know?
I went over there to talk about that thing in your contract regarding everyday heroes, and it took quite an exceptional turn.
I think I know where this is going, but I'd like to hear it from you, so go ahead, tell me.
She claims that you married her father, used an alias so you could steal his money, and that you killed him.
It was self-defense.
That's true.
Yes, it's true.
She said there were 4 others.
It's not like I killed any of them.
Don't be flip.
I am not proud of what I did. It was a matter of survival for me and for Danny.
No offense, but most people would simply have gotten a job.
Most people had marketable skills. Mine was to know how to run a profitable con. So what? I married rich men long enough to steal their money.
Oh, God, that breaks my heart. So what happened? Did Amelia's father find out what you had done?
Yes, eventually he did, okay? He went to the bank the day I drained out his accounts. I was already packed and on my way out when he came in. And ordinarily, Bill was a pretty easygoing guy. But not that day. He was enraged. He was out of control, completely out of his mind. Only one of us was going to make it out of that room that day. If I hadn't grabbed that gun, he would have beaten me to death.
Don't expect Amelia to be convinced of that. She wants you to pay, Sam.
Funny what the mind can do, because until I heard Angela Monroe's name mentioned again, I almost let myself forget about that part of my life.
You know what? You don't really need to tell me anymore.
No, I'd rather you hear it from me, actually, because it's going to come out anyway, and there's no telling how Amelia's going to skew it. So here we go. The con artist I knew as my father left me after a scam of his went south, and he took what little money I had left. So I was broke. And I couldn't take care of myself, and I couldn't take care of Danny. I never, ever want to feel that desperate again. So one night I went to a really upscale hotel. Even I knew how to serve drinks, and the very first thing my so-called father ever taught me was I had to be where the money was. So anyway, I am sitting there, and this man starts hitting on me. It was your classic midlife crisis case with money from a .com killing, burning a hole in his pocket. He had everything. He had the McMansion and the convertible, the bling. But he didn't have a trophy wife. And as I was sitting there, everything started falling into place, everything my father ever taught me, and the next thing I knew, I started laughing at his stupid jokes, turning myself into his fantasy woman, and I married him, and I cleaned him out, left with Danny, and moved on. New town, new guy.
Obviously, it was very profitable.
Yeah, very. I gotta tell you, though, by the time I met Bill, I really was ready to get out. I mean, I had made enough money by this time to take care of myself and to put Danny in the special school that I needed, but it was too late. It just went wrong. Bill found out what I was doing, and... well, you know the rest. If I hadn't found that gun when I did, I would not be standing here right now talking to you.
I'm sorry. Oh, God. If I hadn't given you up, this wouldn't have happened.
Please. Don't. I use that excuse for a really long time, but you know what? Nobody is responsible for my choices and my actions but me. That's it.
What do you think Amelia's gonna do?
I don't know. I think that is anybody's guess right now, but what Amelia doesn't realize is I've already lost way too much, and I am willing to fight like hell to hold on to what's left of my life.
Hi. All right, you sounded upset.
Thank you for coming over. I hope I didn't worry you. I just need some legal advice from my brilliant attorney, legal mother. Yes.
If Amelia Jaffe is trying to hold you to that absurd career by dragging up your past, that's not gonna happen.
This has absolutely nothing to do with Amelia for once. And thank you. Thank you for saying my past instead of bringing up and saying maybe all those men that I built and, of course, the one that I killed. That was very nice of you.
You were exonerated, and that was self-defense.
Yeah, until I look at myself in the mirror and I see all of the women that I pretended to be staring at me, and I tell myself that I had reasons.
Nobody knows
I had
more than I do.
to pay for Danny
I understand.
and rent
Nobody
and
knows
a car
more than
and
I
to cover
do that
for my
it was
father.
an untenable situation.
That's
Sam.
nice. That's really, really nice, an unattainable situation. There were other ways I could have dealt with it. I did not have to go to the extreme, but I did. Somehow I always do.
I realize that my attempts to help you in the past have been disastrous, but I'm willing to give this another try. Have a seat. What happened, and what do you need?
Okay. This has, nothing to do with me personally. It's about a segment that we're doing on the show.
Okay, what is the segment about?
Okay. If a person witnesses a crime and doesn't report it, is that person guilty of anything?
You're talking about a very gray area of the law. There's a very fine line between an accomplice and a bystander.
Okay, let's just say that there's a crime in progress and the person is just there.
Watching.
Yeah.
Speaking hypothetically, if someone sees something and it affects the outcome of the crime, yes, they're accountable.
Even if the person's just there watching, seeing it, and doesn't report it. I mean, are they guilty of anything under the law?
It depends on what they saw. This isn't about the show at all, is it? This is about Jason. Okay, what crime did you see Jason commit? Sam, if you know anything about Jason killing Alcazar, you had better tell me right now.
Listen to me, no! Jason always protects me from the business. I don't ask questions. I don't get to have expectations. That's how Jason lives. And at one point, I loved him for that.
You have a career right now. You're good at what you do. You're making your own money. Maybe you can be a little more realistic about Jason.
I told you I
Limitations.
don't know anything about Jason killing Lorenzo Alcazar. And you know what? I wouldn't put it past Rick to set him up. He's done it before. He would probably do it again.
Right now, you said you witnessed a crime. I want to know what it was.
I told you. I'm doing research for the show. Just background. That's what I need.
Isn't Amelia supposed to be supervising the research for the show?
Yes, but look, I don't trust her for obvious reasons. Amelia and I, we get along, we compromise because we have to, because we work together. The only thing she cares about is ratings. And if her ratings go up,
you.
unless you tell me what's going on. I understand that the two of us have issues, but you're going to have to trust somebody, so it might as well be your mother.
Don't worry, okay? I am not in any legal trouble. In fact, okay, you're right. I should be happy with my life. I mean, I'm making great money, finally. I have more money than I know what I can deal with. I'm on a hit show.
The more worried that I get you're drinking, so obviously you have a problem. Why don't you just tell me what's going on?
It's about Jason. And it's not what you think. It's about our relationship, our life together, and I know you hate that.
Your relationship with Jason, I've long since realized is not my call to make.
I didn't think I was capable of loving somebody as much as I love Jason, and that scares me because I will do absolutely anything to hold on to him, and that was my mistake.
What did you do?
I tried too hard to hold on, and now it's just slipping away, everything.
You mean Jason?
Yes. But part of me doesn't even want to hold on, because why would I want to hold on to Jason when it makes me into somebody I don't want to be? Hi, thanks for coming.
I didn't like the way you sounded on the phone, that's why.
Listen, I need your advice. Legally speaking, that is.
Ask.
Okay, Jason wasn't supposed to leave city limits while he was out on bail, so they took him over to Pentonville, and he's not allowed any visitors, and I was wondering if there's any way at all you can get me in there to see him, because there are a lot of things that we need to settle.
Sorry, Sam. Jason knowingly violated the terms of his bail. The DA has every right to consider him a flight risk and transfer him to a security facility until trial.
What about visitation?
They have the right to restrict that, too.
There are things that happen that Jason needs to hear from me.
Does this have anything to do with the crime that you witnessed? Because if it does, I can help you with that.
No, this is about our relationship, or what's left of it, anyway.
Does it have something to do with
No,
Amelia
it's about
or
me
what
and
she's
Jason.
doing? All right,
It's about
well,
us.
then let me help you with that. The two of you have survived a lot. Surely you can make it through a few weeks of pretrial incarceration.
I need your help, please.
I can try to petition the court on your behalf.
Would you?
But I
please?
am going to be honest with you. You are not his wife and you are not the mother of his children, so I highly doubt that a petition will be granted.